Greetings everyone, I'm Sister Lilia, and now to totally break up the pace. So I've just had this arrive, which none of you are going to know what it is unless I put it on the title, which I probably will. Anyway, enough subterfuge because there's no point to it. So for those who don't know, I am actually a massive Geass fan. I did a product review, I think, on Cornelia last year, or was it the year before? One of the two. And with the new movie coming up, I went, why not grab another Nightmare frame? Okay, we have random pieces, we have a lot of stuff attached to it. Now to have things get damaged taking them off, because the person couldn't be bothered putting it in the bag, or maybe Customs opened this and decided to have fun. And if Customs did, it would not be the first time. I've had Warhammer bits. I think there were Space Marine legs get opened and inspected, and it's like, the X-ray should show they are solid plastic. Excuse me, what? Anyway, that was ages ago and it was funny. So yes, this is an Alexander from Geass, Akito, the Exiled, which is a neat short series of movie-length episodes that are set in between Lelouch the Rebellion and R2. And indeed, there's some guest appearances in there that, if you haven't seen it, you might enjoy. I mean, I'm going to say right now, the Lancelot, when it appeared in that series, looked the best it ever has, because they did a totally different art style to the normal series. Oops, it's taken the paper off the side. That was kind of badly wrapped, wasn't it? I'll have a word with the seller about this, because, yeah. The now slightly damaged box. But yeah, I did really enjoy this series. Just the way they handled the mech fighting and so on. So yes, this is the box opened. This is, which character is it? This is Alexander Type 2, which is hers, which I don't remember her name. Does it have her? ANO. Okay, it's ANO's. That box. I think I'm going to have to throw the box out. The joy of Australia. Because this is from Queensland, so that is probably a customs issue that they didn't pick up on. Anyway, I'll take a photo of that and send the picture to the seller. So yes, we have all these bits. We have a frame with the operator and some of the weapons. We have stickers, and this thing has a lot of hands. Now, does this model also have the hidden blade? Because I know that Akito's model of it has the hidden blade in it. We also have the guns, or the gun. Some other random bits, some wheels, what could be either head parts, hand parts, or grenades. We have a whole lot of little pintly bits and jointy bits that are rubber. And we have more white plastic. Hey, it has a blade. It has a hidden blade. Nice. Now for me to spend 2 or 3 hours building this thing and get back to you. I would build this on camera, except my camera kind of can only record in, at this video density, about 9-minute segments. So, yeah. Let's open up the instructions and have a look at how much of an overcomplicated mess this thing is. There's a lot. Which I'm not terribly surprised, because every one of these things transforms. Going from a more humanoid form mecha like that, which I'm just checking I can see it on the camera, to more of a quadruped kind of form like that. I mean, sure, it's not the same kind of transformation as, say, the Tristan, but I mean, hey, that night was actually well thought up. All the tanks in Gundam, whichever one it is, with the one with the Gundam that has the armor splitting up and glowing red, Unicorn. Yes, I've got to say though, out of the series, my favourite character would have to be Lele. I love her costume design, and just also the piloting in this series is bloody great. You don't see piloting that good in the pretty much the rest of Geass. Finally the animators learned how to actually design mech fights, is probably the best way to describe it. Oh boy, this is going to be an overcomplicated mess, isn't it? Okay. You know, I'm not going to be able to do this on camera. I can build Warhammer kits on camera, but you see just how many pages of bloody instructions there are. So, yeah, I'll be back. And so we have the cockpit block and a spare standing pilot that is completely out of scale with the unit. So yes, the cockpit on this one, unlike some of the others, is actually designed to both eject and also to have the hatch come off the top, which, I mean, I think most of them have the hatch come off. But yes, and the kit also comes with stickers, but I'm probably going to end up removing all of the stickers and painting it at some point in the next 10 years. When I get around to getting an English dub of the series, maybe. Anyway, this is the cockpit block, and so yeah, these things it was good that they had the ejection system, because these things got shot up a lot. In the first episode where we first have Akito operating one of these things, his unit is the only one that makes it to the Britannian lines. And yeah, he was completely brutal, but all of the units with him pretty much suicide bombed their way through the Britannian troops. Until Lele pulled rank on the commander and went, no, that's a stupid idea, actually have them fight. And he's like, oh, okay, I guess I get to miss out on dying today. I'm going to fight you in person then. And hidden bladed underneath. But this isn't Akito's, this is whatever her name is. I'm not even going to try and remember her name, because it's just not going to happen. But yeah, she's a little too big for her cockpit block. And the way they would have designed this is that the cockpit block is moulded, and they just put different design of pilot in on the kit and just change the pilot sprue and maybe some of the weapon sprues. Okay then. So yeah, I'll show this as I get the next few components together, and okay then. Now we have the, let me just get you hooked in right. Angled on the torso correctly, come on, torso angle properly. And now we have the torso. Sort of. Now it needs all the attachments and pieces and so on. But yes. So, now let's get on with it. Now for me to continue building. I'll be back in a moment with... And now we have the head. And in true Transformers fashion, I pop up the eyes after mounting the head. Okay then, now to get on with the arms. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've built the arms into sub-assemblies, and now I'm going to attach them together in front of you guys. Because why should I get all the fun on my own? So, one thing this kit comes with is a whole lot, let me just move some sprues out of the way, of spare hands. So you can do a manner of poses including having it holding guns and so on. Now initially I've just gone with the set that it shows in the instructions, but I will later on actually put on different hands and show it with the different weapons at the end. So yes, that's the arms attached on. There's a little bit of swivel, not much because of the little shoulder guard thingy there. So then, let's just put it out like that, and let's grab the model, shall we? Let's grab the torso and attach it on. Now I'm just going to grab that to be square, and bang! Here we go. The pauldrons on this thing kind of make it a bit interesting to get it on accurately, but yeah, on top of that, now if I angle this right, there we go, launches that out and takes part of the back plate with it. Nice. Okay then. Just navigate that underneath those bottom ridges. And then it is back on, and yes, here we go. We have a kind of neutral to angry looking mecha lady. It's like, don't you dare steal my legs. Anyway, I'll build up the leg sections next and assemble them in front of you guys. Okay then. Okay, so a little part that I forgot to put on was the little part that goes here, which closes in the arm and makes things look a whole lot more complete. There's always that one tiny little part that you forget. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, we can get to the legs, which I've kind of put all the parts aside as a sub-assembly so as to be able to build them in front of you. So first off, might as well start from the ground up. So feet, have one foot, and we have the other foot. Next we have the lower leg, which snaps in like that. It can stand up. Pardon me while I just press that in off camera. That. Okay. Next we have the knees, which slot in, which I end up slotting in off camera. Okay, which slot in like that into a little hole in the top. Okay. Next we have the thigh, which goes on like that, and we have a little thigh plate that goes on there, which I don't think is a slash harken, unlike on the Lancelot, but I could be wrong. Someone will comment in the comments section, no doubt, that I have stuffed something up there. That goes on there too. Then it attaches onto the crotch part. And that one goes in there. Okay. Oops, camera stand is being uncooperative. Put them in the frame. Then we grab these little pieces here that snip on. If they cooperate. If you can hear the row noises in the background, that's my cats fighting outside. As they are prone to do. Okay, and then we go to the rubbery parts sprue here and grab this out because I forgot to break it off. It attaches in there. Then I'm just going to bring this to here. Then we snap that on. And we have a knight. And I'll be back in a moment. I just need to sort out what the argument's about. Okay, and here it is completed, and with all its accessories and the person who is way out of scale with it. So yes, first up we have the gun. Now the neat thing with this is the hands easily remove, so you can attach in different weapons and so on. Now the guns and their hands, the guns actually, the hand comes apart, like so. And can be attached in with the finger going through. There is a little trigger slot here. Just manoeuvre the finger into so you can see. And fail to get the hand in. It's easier to actually remove the hands and attach the thing together. And then this part of the hand slots under the gun. Goes in and just bring the gun into there and go click. There we go, it's pressed in and we have a gun hand. Just going to attach onto the knight. And that's how stiff some of the joints are. I can't properly pose this thing because the hand falls apart. And it's a neat design. It's a neat idea. So there we go. We have the knight with its gun. Now one other thing you can do with the guns instead, you just remove that hand entirely and just fiddle around with it and get it to sit like that. I'll just put this hand on here. Oops, there goes the arm. Now, on the back here, these plates here remove. They are designed to come on and off again because you can actually slot the gun onto a section of sprue. Plonk the guns on there. And then slot. Here's what I prepared earlier. Come on, get on there. Get on there. And then you can slot the guns on the shoulders like that, so they have so they can be wielded. So it can wield other things, like say, have the sword that it comes with. Now it also comes with a weapon that mounts off the back of it. It comes with a spare sword by the look of it that kind of mounts on there. Or it's a gun. It could be either. I don't remember what weapons this character had, even though I've watched the whole series through. So on top of that, and I'm just going to remove the guns so they don't completely fall all over the place and jiggle around and be annoying. Come on, come off. You went on easily. Okay. It also comes with a pair of, I'll just get them the right way up, hidden blades that I question how they could fit into the arms, but so you can end up going Ezio on ended up kind of going like Ezio on some other nights. The kit also comes with a pair of closed fists, which I'll just grab up and put on. What did that weapon join in with? I'm trying to remember. I think this weapon may have joined in with another character's, because I remember one of them had a sniper rifle that I think required 2 knights to operate. So yeah, and then it has the closed fists. Now, the unit wouldn't be an Alexander if it didn't transform. So, let's get to transforming it, shall we? Okay, and so after way too much hassle, here it is in quad mode. I did end up making a bit of a mistake while I was doing it, as out of sheer frustration I ended up actually cutting the little piston things here to try and get it to sit better. And it seems to sit better without the pistons. So yeah, that's it in quad mode, pardon the flower tin, with just a pair of guns on the back of it. These things are a neat idea, but the execution certainly is a bit difficult. Also, the Gundam type plastic is a bit brittle. I had one of the pintle mounts, one of the little pin mounts for the feed for the gun on this side end up breaking on me, unfortunately. Let's see, because like somehow this is meant to also sit on the arm, so it might be a case of it doesn't sit. Anyway, that's it in quad mode, so I'm not calling it anything else. I don't care if it has its... Oh no, it has a mode. Insect mode. So I called it quad mode, it's actually called insect mode. Either way, it still works. The series is a bit hilarious because these guys, the crew that ends up joining Lele's mob, basically try to kill her. They try to kill her, and she's like, "Okay, you could either die here or you could join me." When a whole squad of when a whole army show up and basically have got guns at them. It's like, you can either join me now or you can die here and try and take me with you. And it's like, yeah, that worked well. And of course we get to see just how well that plays out in the series. When well, yeah, literally the first ground op episode they have, all of them try to kill her. That worked really well, didn't it? Anyway, thank you guys. Anyway, that's enough of me talking about that. So yeah, I'll show you a comparison in a moment. And yeah, I'll be back in a moment with this thing transformed back into robot mode, and I'll do a comparison with a number of random figurines of varying scales and sizes. Anyway, I'll be... Okay, so now it's back in robot mode. Just chosen to give it the hidden blade and leave the gun on the shoulder. So first up, size comparison wise, we have a Lancelot unit that I kind of wrecked. That's the best way to describe it. I attempted to paint it up and kind of failed, and then I've lost components through various house moves. The sword's a bit bent. Oh well. And then we have Cornelia, who I think is about the same scale. Move that back a bit. So yes, we have Cornelia, who is about the same scale as her. And then, okay, so them out of the way. Next we have a penitent engine from 40k, which shows just how small 40k stuff is. Although this is solid metal and is a lot more detailed than this. They probably retail for about the same. Next we have a deluxe class transform. Not a deluxe. This is a scout class transformer from 2003, I think. It's from the Energon line. Just going to try and stand this up in about the post that'll show it off right height. So it's way taller than the Transformer. We have it with a Deluxe class Transformer, which is about the same height as it. That one was Hotshot from the Transformers Armada line. And we have Starscream and we have a Voyager Starscream which towers over it. That was from a double pack that I actually got it second hand, but yeah. Anyway, so thank you all for watching. I'm just going to leave you with some pictures of the Nightmare frame as I end the video. So yeah, thanks. As I said, thanks for watching. Now, if you guys want to see me do more toy reviews and Transformer reviews and so on the channel, feel free to actually say so, because I am more than happy to do Transformer reviews, because I have a gigantic collection of them, and I wouldn't mind having some of them on YouTube once I find some of the bits. So yeah, if you guys want to see Transformers reviews on the channel, please say so. I'm more than happy to. I've kind of been a collector for years. And I will give my thoughts on the move on Lelouch the Resurrection when I get to see it. So that may get linked at the end of this video in however many whenever's time. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this either enjoyable, informative, or both. Or if you didn't, well, sorry, can't help. Anyway, thanks for